Christ. Okay. Oh, absolutely disgusting. Once upon a time, Easter was a religious celebration about renewal and rebirth. And now it's about stuffing your face with as much chocolate as you possibly can before 10 a.m. and then possibly throwing up. And I know which one I prefer. But today we're answering that age-old question that you've been asking yourself. Who had it better during Easter in the 90s? Was it the US or was it the UK? Today I will definitively answer that question by trying a multitude of snacks and possibly also throwing up afterwards. Showdown number one is these guys from the US. Obviously, look at the neon colour of them. Against this little fella. Peeps. I've never tried these. Apparently in the US they're a little bit love it or hate it. They're supposed to be chicks, but yeah, you tell me. They look like little yellow turds, I think, with tiny eyes. Not quite sure. Not quite sure what sort of look they're going for. These have been around for 70 years, but obviously if you're in the 90s, you probably grew up with them as well. They used to take 27 hours to make, which I don't know. If that's what they came out looking like, I'm not sure it's worth it. And then on the UK side, I think everybody recognises these sorts of things. One theme you will see in this video is that it's very difficult to get non-chocolate Easter items in the UK. Everything is about chocolate, chocolate eggs, varieties of chocolate eggs. In terms of sweets, not so much, but in America, there are a lot more options. These guys, you have them at Easter, they'll look like this. You have them at Halloween, they'll look like this, but a pumpkin. If you have it at Christmas, it'll look like this, but a Santa Claus. To be fair, they could be very similar to Peeps because they look the same sort of uranium yellow colour. So I'm going to start off with a familiar taste, and I'm going to start off with the UK marshmallow equivalent. I've not had anything like this since I was a kid, so this will be me trying it for the first time in about 20 odd years. It is glistening with sugar. Look at that. You can see. Oh, oh. Now it feels a bit wrong, but let's pop you back in there. It's not that sort of video. Yeah, cute little guy. Very sort of spongy, marshmallowy sort of vibe. Honestly, so much sugar on it. Let's just get straight into it. It smells like, it just smells like pure sugar. Oh, there are hard bits on it. It's like trying to eat a barbarian. I nearly bit the stick then, so maybe I'll take the stick out. Now it's a decapitated chick. Looks a little bit sinister now. Honestly, I don't know what the flavour profile of that's supposed to be. It's really chewy. I thought it was going to be nice and soft and airy, but it's just like pretty diabolical, to be fair. Unfortunately, though, next up is Peeps, which I don't really hold that much hope for. When something says that it's love it or hate it, I immediately assume that I will hate it. There was a little bit of a scandal about these a few years ago. They apparently contained cancerous substance. I'm hoping that they've got rid of that cancerous substance by now, but maybe not. But Americans seem to love them. 1.5 billion of these are eaten in the States every year. So that doesn't really sound like love it or hate it to me. That sounds like it's a big love it from America. I've not even checked if they're in date. Yeah, these never go out of date, do they? Let's face facts. Oh, they come in a handy little tray. There's quite a few of them. Oh, so this is actually quite squidgy. Smells of nothing. Styrofoam, polystyrene. Absolutely no smell whatsoever. They're quite sticky. I'm just gonna get into it. Tastes like sugar and regret. I'm kind of into it though. It's basically just a marshmallow. They come in all different colours, but the colour doesn't seem to signify any sort of flavour because all I'm getting from that is sugar and marshmallow. To be honest, they're all right. They're okay. I'm going to give this one resoundingly to the US. Peeps Marshmallows. Shout out to these guys, these little yellow turds. Not bad at all. This evil thing, glad I bit its head off because absolutely disgusting.
Ooh, you're hard showing off.
Up next, we've got two Titans. Well, I think they might be Titans. Let's find out. So next up, we have got Whoppers Robin eggs. Never tried them. Pretty big. They look like a mini egg on steroids. No, maybe not a mini egg. Maybe just an egg, a big egg. Whoppers is an interesting choice of names for a confectionery brand company. I'm not quite sure what Whopper means in America, but it means certain things here. Some of these do look a bit sus. Representing the US, it is Whoppers robbing eggs. And on the UK side, we've got Mr. Freddo himself, the universal measurement in the UK of inflation. It's not GDP, it's not the price of your shopping basket going up. It is this guy. Everybody remembers when Freddos used to be 10p. They're now 60p, 70p, a quid, I don't know. But they're way more than 10p anyway. But every kid from the 90s likes to talk about when Freddos were 10p. And like I said, it's the biggest mark of inflation in the UK is the price increase on this guy. He's in the shape of a frog, but basically, like a lot of Cadbury's products, at least in the UK, it's basically just dairy milk chocolate. There's nothing in there. They do caramel version, but this is not the caramel version. You can get Freddos on their own, these little guys, and this is an egg, and it comes with just his head, just his decapitated head in there. I'm going to do the UK one first because I know exactly what this is going to taste like. Sounds like a rattle. Now, back in the 90s, Easter eggs used to cook really disappointingly. They'd have chocolate inside them, but it would be in a plastic bag. So you'd open the egg, and then there'd be a plastic bag inside with like some chocolate or whatever. They have since changed that, thankfully. And now it's exactly what you wanted it to be. It's chocolate with chocolate inside. Yeah, this is your stereotypical Cadbury's egg. Difficult to get inside without smashing it to pieces. So I'm gonna probably Christ. As I said, difficult to get inside without smashing it completely. I've just made an absolute mess. But yeah, in here there is loads of these little guys. It's a bit angry. A few of them. How many is there? 3. Hardly seems worth it, does it? Oh no, wait there, 4. Tell a lie. I've already eaten a bit of the egg because I couldn't get into it any other way. I'll eat one of these, which will taste identical because it is the identical product in a different shape. It's solid. Cadbury's chocolate in the UK, obviously. UK staple. It's made its way over to the pond now. You don't have to put up with Hershey's anymore. Oh, I say that, but I'm pretty sure the Cadbury's in America is made by Hershey's. But maybe they use the same recipe. We will find out later if they use the same recipe or not, because I've got a couple of US versions of Cadbury's product to compare with each other, and we'll be giving a good, honest comparison of those. But yeah, solid. Freddos, Cadbury's, solid. It's a consistent 7 out of 10 product, isn't it? It's not flashy, not amazing, but still a worthy competitor. Now these guys, this is the thing I'm probably most excited about, because it looks like a mini egg with a Malteser inside, which, tell me a worse combination than that. As long as it doesn't... Oh, Christ.
You're so weak.
Oh, Christ almighty, that was tough. Right, so we do have a few that are like cracked open. It's not like the most appetizing thing in the world. We'll try a blue one because that'll have the most E numbers in it, right? This is another product that I hear is love it or hate it. I don't know. Obviously, the American society is a divided nation, and even when it comes to confectionery, they're divided, apparently. But like I said, what is not to love about a mini egg with a Malteser in it? Or not even mini egg. They are quite a big boy. Let's give it a go. I don't know. Oh god, that's a fat boy. I don't know if the middle really adds anything. The quality control seems to be a bit lackluster because I tried another one. Look at the fat ring of chocolate around that one. When you compare those two, obviously they don't even look like they're made in the same planet. So this one, because it's so much more chocolate, the overriding taste is chocolate. I don't think the middle really adds any flavour at all. I could eat them. The best thing I could say about it, I could eat them. But strangely enough, it's like a mini egg that you've made worse. I'll try one more just in case it gets any better in a different colour. More of a thinner layer of chocolate around that one. I didn't think I would do this with this one, but I'm going to give this to the Freddo. I'm going to give this to the UK. Level the score up. These are they're just style over substance. It's like it's a worse mini egg when it could have been a better mini egg. Yeah, offered so much potential. Really strong, just sugary taste, as you expect with all American candy and confectionery. Just way too much sugar. Score is 1 each. Into the next one. Now, as I said before, the US seems to have a lot more sweet options, candy options that aren't just chocolate, whereas UK, we're just all in on chocolate for Easter. It's a chocolate holiday. Chocolate. Up representing the US this time, jelly beans, made by Peeps again. Apparently, these are popular at Easter because they look a little bit like eggs. Is that all it takes? But yeah, jelly beans. These are lemon, strawberry, and marshmallow flavour. So sounds extraordinarily sweet. And this one is the Malteser Rabbit. Now,
I don't think we're in the 90s anymore.
before anybody writes in, I do realise this came out in 2009, so it's not technically 90s, but Malteser were a staple in the 90s, and this is the best of the Malteser family. So, and any excuse to eat one of these bad boys. I'm not saying that the Peeps are off to a bad start because I love this. You don't really have much of a shot. It's not really a like-for-like comparison either, let's be honest. It's two completely separate things. However, as I said, there's not really any sweets that we eat at Easter. Wine gums or fruit pastels, I wouldn't really associate them with Easter. We obviously have jelly beans, but we don't eat any more of them at Easter than we do the rest of the year. It's a little bit of an unfair comparison, but who knows? This might surprise me. I'm expecting it to just be like a giant shot of sugar. We're going to go for the Malteser Rabbit first. This one out of the way. Incredible. It's definitely one of my favourite Easter products. Feels like they've been out a lot longer than 2009. I was surprised when it said 2009 when I looked at it. It felt like it was part of my childhood, but maybe just because I was eating Maltesers instead. I like a level up on a Malteser. They're incredible. This is basically what this wished it was. This could have been... If this had this in the middle and better chocolate, it might have stood a chance. Incredible. Absolutely love it. Right, now onto the jelly beans. Oh, sorry, there's blueberry on there as well. Forgot to mention the blueberry. Obviously, any excuse to use a bright blue dye that's going to make me go way too hyper this afternoon. Smells like pure sugar. There's no distinguishable flavour in the smell of that. We'll try blue first, blueberry. Well, quite a nice texture, to be fair. Doesn't taste like blueberry. What else have we got? Strawberry. This is just going to taste artificial, I think. The strawberry tastes the same as the blueberry, if I'm being honest. Lemon, now surely lemon has got to be a different flavour profile. It doesn't smell like anything. It smells like sugar. Yeah. But it's the most artificial lemon you've ever tasted in your life. It's, yeah, not great. I'm sorry to say, as expected, it is a resounding victory for the Malteser Rabbit. Or Malteser Bunny, whatever you want to call it. Malteser Bunny. Like, it's not even close. I know they're completely different. I don't care. Write in. Keep it to yourself. It's not even 90s. I don't give a shit. It's a worthy winner. And for the purposes of this video, it's a 90s winner. Up next, we've got two Easter staples. One is, from the US, Reese's Peanut Butter Egg. I don't know what the US obsession is with peanut butter. I don't want to say that the US is onto a loser again, but I'm not a massive peanut butter fan. But everything in America seems to be peanut butter. Just peanut butter sandwiches, like the 10 million different peanut butter products that Reese's sell. It's okay, it's fine, but it's just, I feel like it's a weird... If you're going to pick a flavour to be your staple and your number one ingredient in all of your products, I feel like peanut butter, for me, is a weird one, but maybe not in America. Obviously, Americans seem to love peanut butter. And then... Not only is this UK, but it's something that is illegal in America. No, it's not a gun. Those are fine. Guns, yes. Guns good. Drugs, good. War, good. Chocolate with a toy in it? Bad. No. So yeah, these are Kinder Egg, Kinder Surprise, whatever you want to call them. These are apparently banned in America. The reason is because of some weird law from like the 1930s that said you can't have an object inside a food, like a non-edible object. I don't know if it's specific to toys or not, but yeah, you can't have a non-edible object inside an edible object. Like you're going to be able to swallow a toy egg like this big. Like you're just going to plow through the egg and eat the toy as well and choke and die. I think that's what they think will happen. But yeah, it's a very weird health and safety law to have in a country that seems to have very little health and safety laws anywhere else and is quite happy for people to shoot each other up. That's not my concern. Because I get these and you don't if you're in the US, and if you're in the UK, you get them as well. So this is an Easter staple of the 90s. They do the big eggs now. Well, they did the big eggs back in the 90s, and now they do a whole range of different sized eggs that are bigger. They do the small ones, they do these ones, and then they do an even bigger one. They have taken the surprise element out of this a little bit because in this I'll get one of 4 Star Wars toys. So you might say, well, you could get anything of those 4, but then also they are on the back as well. So I know I'm going to get definitely one of those 4. And I reckon I'd most prefer to get this one here. Or Darth Vader. So you can guarantee I'm going to get like a lame little R2-D2 thing now. But yeah, it's Kinder Surprise, Maxi versus From the States, Reese's Peanut Butter Egg. I'm going to do this guy first because can't wait to find out which of the 4 different things I'm going to get. Now look at this. chocolate from Kinder is just incredible. I don't know what it is about it. It's just like white chocolate wrapped in brown chocolate, but it just seems to just hit way differently. It's already got a crack in it, but oh, look at that. Look at that. Like I said, Reese's, you've still got a chance. You've still got a chance. We are already 2-1 up as well, so this could well be 3-1. Unfortunately. Right, so let's try the UK chocolate first. I try UK. Kinder's like a German company, I think. Kinder's like the German word for kid, isn't it? We're claiming it. We'll claim this. I could eat this whole egg. No problem. No questions asked. I would eat this entire thing. Easily. Let's see which of the four toys it got. Oh, nice. Darth Vader. What is better than that? I didn't choke and die on it. I didn't swallow it. There was absolutely no chance that I could have swallowed it, because can I even get that in my mouth? No. Yeah, just imagine being a kid and getting this. You know, is there anything better than getting toys with your food? There isn't. There we go. Doesn't do anything. That's a cool little model, though. That is going to be difficult to beat. I'm not going to lie. But let's see if this tries. So Reese's in America is one of the biggest selling candy companies, chocolate companies, confectionery companies, whatever you want to call them. We now in the UK have a number of Reese's products, but apparently they're not quite as popular. Like I said, I don't think peanut butter is as big a thing in the UK. For whatever reason, we've just not got a taste for peanut butter. Surprise, surprise, this was started by an ex-Hershey's employee. It seems like all chocolate roads in America lead to Hershey's in some way. It's either a Hershey's-owned company or a Hershey's spin-off, or it's something to do with Hershey's somewhere down the line. So yeah, a guy called Reese, HB Reese, a dude called HB Reese, left Hershey's, created this. Probably tastes better than Hershey's, to be fair, but so we'll give it a go. We'll see if it stands a chance against the Kinder Egg. Peanut butter just doesn't smell good, does it? And why is it so grainy? Look at that. Right. It's okay. No. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get how this has taken over the US chocolate scene. It probably says a lot about the rest of the chocolate options, if anything. It's just so one note. All of the Reese's products are one note. They taste like chocolate, but mainly peanut butter. Every Reese's product tastes the same. It doesn't matter what format you put it in. It tastes like peanut butter with a hint of chocolate. You can't really taste the chocolate anymore because it's overpowered by the peanut butter. You might not want to taste the chocolate anyway because the chocolate is dog shit in the first place. But yeah, it's not the best. That one is unequivocally going to this guy, and I'm going to eat the rest of that in a little bit, I think. So we've been through all of the different options now. Now we're going to test two products that are made in both the UK and the US. The US versions are technically Cadbury's, but made by Hershey's, so there should be a difference in flavour. First up, we've got Cadbury's Not Cadbury's Mini Eggs from the US against the OG, probably my favourite Easter treat when I was a kid, Cadbury's Mini Eggs. Now, in order to make this fair, I'm going to do this blind. So, I've got two dishes. I'm going to pour them in, and I'm going to try and make it so I don't know which one is which. Smells like mini eggs. They do look a little bit different, because we'll see in the UK version in a minute, but I'm pretty sure the UK ones are speckled, and these ones look, they're sort of they've half tried to speckle them, but you can't really see it. Let's put 5 of those in there, and then UK, you will see, I think that size-wise they're a similar size. I'm not going to be able to tell by feeling them, I think, but yeah, if you look, UK version has got these little brown speckles on. I think they have tried to replicate that a little bit on the US ones, but it's not really tracked as well. They're also more natural colours, so ours are more browns, yellows, mainly yellow to be fair. The bag is quite a lot yellow. Whites, whereas the US have obviously gone for the natural blue colour that most eggs carry, which was similar in the other egg product, to be fair. Blue, I think you can get blue eggs, to be fair, so I'm not going to be too slanderous about that. I don't even know if they're even in camera anymore, but I can honestly say I now have absolutely no idea which one's which. I know, obviously, you're probably thinking, oh, well, it would be easy to tell, but I've not been concentrating on it at all. I want it to be as fair as possible. I can't remember which one's which whatsoever. So we'll try this one first. I think that could be the UK, but I don't know. Let's try these ones now. So this one, the shell is noticeably softer. I don't know if the chocolate really tastes any different, which I was surprised about because I thought it was going to be chocolate that was the difference in taste. Let's try another one of these. Shell's definitely not as thick, which makes me think this is the US version. But chocolate's not bad at all. Let's try this one again. That is 100% UK. It's got to be.
You're so stupid!
Oh, I don't know, though, because the chocolate tastes a little bit more bitter on that. I feel like this has creamier chocolate, and this has a better outside egg, which is surprising. I thought this was UK, and I would assume the UK one would have the creamy chocolate. But I'm actually going to say that this is the winner, just because the chocolate, the texture's not as nice, but the chocolate was nicer. I might get chased out of my country now for this, if this is the US version, but let's find out. Oh, it is the UK version, right? So, I was surprised, actually. Surprised that I thought the egg would be crunchier on the US version, but turns out it's not. UK wins again. It's now 4-1. But it could all change. The scoreline couldn't change, but the next one is the big one. So finally, we are testing the daddy of Easter products. It is, of course, the Cadbury's Cream Egg. There's a US version as well. Cadbury's name on there, but it's made by Hershey's, as all Cadbury's products in the US are. I don't know if you can quite see, but the UK version is slightly bigger. But I'm going to do this one again. I'm going to do this one blindfolded as well, because I don't want to have any biasness when I'm eating these. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put the blindfold on. I'm going to mix them round. This is a serious business because Easter is on the line here, and glory is on the line. I've already forgotten which one's which. We'll just mix them round. Because I'm blindfolded, I have absolutely no idea if this is even on screen anymore. Like if you can even see my hands and see which one's which. For reference, the one with the green wrapper is the US one. So if you can see the green going round, you know that's the US. And the UK one is obviously the one without any green. I think the logo's slightly different, right? But now, I'm not sure, obviously. I've not had the other one yet, but I think that's probably America because the chocolate's quite thin around the outside. And the UK ones, I've never had a US one, but the UK one, sometimes it's difficult to get your mouth through because the chocolate can be that thick on the outside. The taste of the chocolate on this is almost non-existent. The filling's quite nice, actually. And I don't hate it because the taste of the chocolate is non-existent. Sometimes the chocolate can be a bit much on the UK version. I don't know, unless I've just got a weird one where the chocolate's gone at the bottom and I've not eaten that bit. It's good, but not really. I couldn't really taste anything from the chocolate. Right, now, number 2. Yeah, I love more about UK. I've not had one of these this Easter. I've not had one since last year. But, oh, wait a minute. Is it? Now I'm not sure because the taste was slightly different to what I was expecting. Whereas with the first one, it was more the right flavour, but not as much chocolate. But maybe it's just a weird batch. I have to eat the rest of this just to be sure, just for science. I don't know, you know. I'm gonna have to eat the other one just to be sure. See if I can get a bit of the chocolate just to. That has to be US. That has to be US. The chocolate tastes like nothing. Yeah, and it's so much thinner. UK one, the chocolate is thick. It's thick, boy. Whereas that was like a thin layer of chocolate on it. Which do I prefer, though? You know what? I'm going to give it to the US. Well, I say I'm going to give it to the US. I'm going to give it to this one, and then we'll find out, I suppose, when I take my blindfold off in a second, which it is. But I think it's the US, but I'm going to give it to that. And it is. So my stuff totally wasn't even on camera, so you might not have seen any of that. But that was the first one I ate. That's the second one. The chocolate didn't really taste too much of anything, but it was nicer to eat. It was thinner. It just had a better mouthfeel. it was just nicer to eat. Whereas this, one of the problems that you have with the UK cream eggs has been that it can be quite hard to get a good go through it because the chocolate can be really thick on them, and sometimes I don't think the quality control is that good because it can depend from egg to egg, but a lot of the time there'll always be one bit that's like really thick, fat chocolate. Whereas this was quite consistently thin all the way around. Didn't really taste too much, but that might have been because it was thin as well. But it was just all around a nicer eat. Still had the cream egg flavour, but yeah, just a nicer eating experience. So surprisingly, and I didn't think this was going to happen, chalking that one up to the US. The US couldn't quite clinch the win, but I think if you're going to win one of them, cream egg is the one to win. Cream egg is the pinnacle of Easter treats, is the cream egg. Overall, I'm going to go UK, partly as well because our treats are all our treats are chocolate. You know, the jelly beans, you had a bit of a rough ride on that one, I will admit, especially up against something that wasn't 90s. But you know, if you have a strong feeling about that, please just keep it to yourself. We have settled the debate who had the best Easter in the 90s. It is unequivocally, officially, the UK. End result is 4 to the UK, 2 to the US. If you think we missed any treats, though, please let us know in the comments. Let me know about what sort of things you used to eat when you were a kid in the 90s around Easter. What you eat now, what you've eaten through the entire duration of your life. What your favourite go-to Easter treats. So until next time, stuff your face with those Easter treats at breakfast until you throw up. But remember, always live in the past.